way that there's being a life being born, right? Because it's like anything else. If it's created, it creates mass, which is creates a physical containment of mass of something, right? Like this takes up space, and space being distance of area that is a solid. You cannot combine it with something and have two things take up a space of one place, right?
So, what message would you give to residents of Vancouver and our politicians? How can we better deal with the issues of homelessness and drug addiction?
With who? Or for myself or
For yourself?
for everyone?
How can we live together?
For me?
All of us.
All of us?
As a community. We are a community. You live in the same zip code as I do.
Don't be so judgmental in the actions of others, because they probably don't know you as much as you know them, or you societal individuals of either government or privately hired of employees within its own societal area of place.
So don't be so judgmental.
Yeah, don't be so judgmental on people you do not know, people you might run into every day but you don't know.
What about
you might say hi,
but what about the people that are homeless or drug addicted, or if they're tweaking and they are violent towards us?
It's probably not your fault. Guaranteed it's not. Like,
but how are we supposed to deal with it? How are we supposed to make our communities feel safe?
One sec, okay? The first one is the person who is angry or flailing around, throwing stuff, hitting stuff, throwing his arms around, screaming, swearing and stuff. They're not mad at you or me or anyone except for the person they were previously dealing with, and probably like at hand immediately before you showed up. They were dealing with someone that got them that way. It doesn't take an hour to cool down. It takes about a half an hour to 20 minutes to completely calm down from rage, anger, sadness, happiness. All emotions subside and you come back to a normal, neutral state after about 20 to a half an hour. What I suggest for someone who is in that rageful state of existence and their timely spending of their emotional rage and stuff, just either walk away, don't approach them, leave them alone, and don't say anything. Keep your mouths, like sew it shut. Keep your mouth shut, keep your phones in your pocket, because a big set-off of rage and madness and anger and stuff is basically what you're doing right now, videotaping, right? But you've asked me personally if it was okay, and I said yes, and I've invited you to this stew so that I can do my injection and we can have this Q&A
Appreciate
session.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm only saying keep your mouth zipped shut. Do not open it, not even to breathe. Don't open it to drink. Don't open it to smoke. Don't open it to speak or to yell or to joke around or even to smile. Keep your face as a neutral state as possible. And I mean, in a neutral state, I mean, like this for instance. And if I'm doing facial expressions that I don't know about, I'd like to know, only because I'm who you call a person of tarot, T-A-R-O, and Wicca, W-I-C-C-A, and I'm the dark fool, the traveler, the individual who is a not prankster, or they're of a joker, or they're of something like that.
You're referring to a tarot deck of cards.
Yes. The fool is a sorry, is a actor, actress, is a person of joke-worthy time spending. I'm a person of games and enjoyment. I like to smile. I like to make people smile and laugh and joke around. But I'm only saying this is because in the past of my time being spent of being raised, certain activities and certain actions of mine have been deemed to be set by others, and they're of certain things that I don't know about or may black out about. Society of Vancouver, I have to apologize for some of these actions because I do have a dual conscience or a dual conscious psyche of a dual psyche conscience, multiple personal existence. There is more than two people in my body, and only two.
You have multiple personality disorder?
It's not a disorder. I never have disorders, or they're of hindrances, or they're of anything negative. If it's anything like that, it's filtered and transferred into a more positive and enjoyment of an existence. God helped me to make all hindrances, all negative states, all things like that into a positive, into a personal greatness. Basically, what was done was that I was able to transfer all that negative, all that hurt, all that bad emotions, all the hindrances, the disorders, and make them into positive greatness. Right? Like for someone who has psychosis and schizophrenic episodes of induced hysteria or verbal, vibrational, emotional, visual, audio, taste, feeling, psyche, multiple personality, hindrances and disorders and stuff, it's all switched to how can it make you better, right? Like I took all of my bad defaults and made them into greater faults of storage and stuff, right?
Well, on that note, I'm going to wish you health
I know
and
there's
happiness.
probably more, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you for
I
that.
I appreciate your time,
Yeah.
and thank you for sharing. And I'm
Okay.
sure I'll see you around.
Yes, if you ever want to chat again on any personal questions, or even of your students or the people you might show this to from this moment into the future of whenever, all I ask is please do not Photoshop anything, do not change anything. Keep the original video of this video recording as
Unedited. Yep. Raw.
unedited. Uncopy. Do not copy it and give it to someone. Keep it you can move it off the phone, right? And put it on the computer, but don't add to it. Once it stops,
promise.
it stops.
Okay.
And if you're going to ask any other questions, don't add on to that video. Time
Do a new
feed.
video.
Use a new one,
Yep.
right?
You got it.
And if your students ever have any questions, what age are you teaching and stuff? Like what age group
Adult.
is it? Adult, or is it like 19 to 30, 19 to 80?
Could be from mid-20s up to 50s.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, any society, personal, individual of your students and such, any citizen is welcome to come up to me and ask me any sort of question, except questions like like stupid questions. There is no stupid question or answer. If you do not know the question, ask it. If you do not know the answer, ask the question. Right? There are no stupid answers or questions, only because if you do not know, you do not know. You need to know. Right? There are things you need to know, things you don't have to know, and things you don't need to know. Right? That's where we come up with like top security level and blah blah, those other things. But I am not a violent person. No matter how mad I might get, no matter how mad I might look, I'm probably pretty happy on the inside. It's just nanites of microscopic robotic cellular cells have been manipulating my nerve pad of my brain, right? Nanites have a way of doing that, and trust me, they're in all of us.
Thank you very much, Robbie.
Thank you, my friend, and you're very welcome. And thank you, students. And trust me, ask me those questions you want to ask, because they're flying in my head right now.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you.